So many times we fall into this mindless pattern that life is what happens to me. It's the events that happen, but it's not. There's actually one thing that literally creates our life. And in this video, I'm gonna go over it and what you can do to make sure that you're having the life that you're wanting. So if I were to ask you, what is it that creates your reality of life, what you experience? I'm curious what you would say. You know, I've asked a lot of people this question. I love questions. The reason why is because you can get so many different answers asking the same question from different people. But here's something that I've learned somewhat recently. You can ask the same question to the same person at different seasons in their life and get different answers. Same question, same person, still get different answers. So it leads to the question of what creates our reality? What creates our experience of life? And so where I see so many people, including this guy, struggle is we tend to see events and then it goes through our filter and we already have these preconditioned beliefs, thoughts, identities, emotions, all sorts of things, and then we perceive what we think we just saw. I know that is very verbose and so convoluted and kind of like, wait, what? He's making no sense. But here's an interesting thing, and I'm gonna challenge you with this because I challenged myself with it when I first heard it, but through multiple repetitions, I thought, holy cow, this literally creates my reality every single day now. Are you ready? Go ahead and lean on in. It's our daily habits. It's our daily decisions and daily choices of what we are doing. Going from a reactionary life of alarm goes off, react. Gotta get up and eat breakfast because I gotta run out the door, react. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting in traffic so I gotta take side streets, react. I gotta get to work, barely clocked in on time or a little late, react. When we live a life of reaction, it's no wonder our perception is life is chaotic. But when I start practicing different daily habits, I start getting different results, different outcomes. So here's the challenge, here's the question. What are your daily habits? And are you getting the results in life that you're wanting? I would question that they're actually interconnected. My daily decisions and daily habits are what warrant and lead to my life. Super, super easy analogy. It's the old apple a day keeps the doctor away. If I do an apple every single day, I notice I don't get sick. Now, this is metaphorical, so stick with me. I don't want someone going, hey man, I've been eating apples for 30 days and I still got sick. Stick with me. Apple a day, right? But what happens is those days add up to weeks, those weeks to months, months to years, years to decades, decades to hopefully a century. But as I do, those daily habits lead to my outcome in life as I continue to progress. Now here's the deal. Daily habits are easy to do, but they're also just as easy not to do. If I don't eat an apple that first day, second day, I don't feel the after effects. There's lag time. So what happens is if I don't eat apple for several days, then several weeks, several months, years, what happens is the price paid is on usually the back end. Life becomes shorter. The quality of life is diminished. Now I'm taking this grand scale metaphor, but I'm hoping you can extract exactly what you need to hear. And that is the challenge of what are my daily habits? Am I happy with where I am in life? And there's no judgment. Am I happy with where I am in life? Because if I am, then how can I expand those daily habits to do even more? How can I share it with other people? How can I become a conduit to actually now benefit and help other people as I have taken and gone through this process myself? And if we're on the other side of going, no, I'm not currently happy, let's start looking at these habits. And then there's a third camp. Mark, listen, I keep hearing you preach. Hopefully I'm not coming off preachy. That's the first thing. Hopefully I'm coming off passionate and not preachy. Coming off as I keep screwing up daily and sharing openly so I can grow with accountability, so you can learn from me and I can learn from you. And it's this beautiful back and forth. It's like a tennis match, just hitting the ball back and forth, having fun as we expand together. But it's in this third camp of stating, I've got the daily habits now, but I'm not seeing the result. Well, that's okay. The metaphor I love using is the paycheck. I just talked to the client yesterday about this. Would you work daily if you didn't know that there was a guaranteed paycheck? So at the end of the week or the month, you could show up and they'd be like, yeah, we're not paying you, but thanks for the work. I've yet to meet a person that goes, yes, sign me up. Everyone says, no, I would only work if there was a paycheck. So when I look at this and I bring it home, when I look at it from a recovery standpoint, there's a paycheck. There's a beautiful paycheck. But you gotta do the work. So many times I see people show up and go, payday, pay me. And the sober employer, right? The recovery employer goes, who are you? I don't see you on my employee list. You haven't been through our training. You're wanting a paycheck? I don't know who you are. But that's the mindset, right? And when we don't question it, we just accept it. But as we start to question it, it's, wait a minute, what is the daily work? What is the training? What are my daily habits that will get me there? And like I said, if you're in this third camp of, I'm doing the daily work, but it's tough, well, that's okay. It's okay for things to be tough. Actually, I'll be really honest. I actually like things tough now. Oh, knock on wood. Hopefully not too tough. But the reason why is because the person I have to become to overcome those tough times is the next version of myself. The problems that I fall into nowadays is way different than the problems I had 10, 15, 20 years ago. And I'm so thankful. If I kept having the same problems I did 20 years ago, 15 years ago, man, even last year, it would be really tough. So through this trial and triumph process, we expand. We have to become a different version. We have to become more. It's these daily habits that continue to stack on top of each other. So that's today's lesson. That's today's challenge. What are your daily habits? And look to tweak if you're not happy with where you are. If you need more help, go ahead and reach out. I share openly. I've got so many daily habits that I continue to do, and it's not this stagnant thing. I continue to change them as needed to update. It's like the iOS software, right? Oh, update needed. If you don't keep updating, eventually you go out where it starts freezing and you can't even use the software anymore. But if you do updates, you turn your phone off once a week, it keeps running smoothly. It's the same thing up here. I hope you got a ton of value from today's video.